Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A new lawsuit is filed over the state of Michigan's election results. Find out the out-of-state official behind it. Plus, President-elect Joe Biden continues his transition into office with more picks for his cabinet. This as Congress continues its stalemate over a new stimulus deal. And we're following the latest on the rollout to get a coronavirus vaccine to the public. Why the FDA could greenlight the vaccine by this weekend. But let's start with the latest on the virus. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. Today, the Michigan High School Athletic Association Representative Council is expected to meet. They will discuss options for completing fall sports and starting the winter season. Also, the Michigan State House has canceled voting sessions for today and tomorrow after a staffer tested positive for the virus. Tonight's Michigan State men's basketball game has been canceled because of virus issues within Virginia's program. All this as the state reports more than 5,900 new COVID-19 cases in the past day and 191 deaths, including 79 from a review of vital records. We do expect an update on new numbers a little bit later this afternoon. Getting a coronavirus vaccine out to the public is the most critical step to stopping the pandemic. Tuesday, the FDA gave its strongest signal yet that we could see that happen potentially as early as this weekend. Tom Costello has the latest from Washington.
Good day. So tomorrow, Thursday, is the day that the outside FDA advisory committee begins looking at Pfizer's COVID vaccine data. But the FDA's review of that data suggests the vaccine is safe and with few side effects. And as you know, British health teams have already started using the vaccine there. While the vaccine requires 2 shots, the FDA says it was actually 50% effective after just a single shot. Now, Pfizer claims 95% effective after 2 shots 3 weeks apart. So once the advisory panel recommends action, the full FDA could issue emergency authorization within 24 hours. And so that means we could see Americans receiving the first vaccinations by this weekend, most likely healthcare workers. Now, that's the Pfizer vaccine. Another vaccine is made by Moderna. That also goes through the FDA review process. But will there be enough vaccine for everybody by the summer? Pfizer says it's already sold a big chunk to other countries, so the U.S. will be depending on Moderna and Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca as well. The U.S. is not just banking on one vaccine horse here. It's really betting on multiple vaccine candidates. I'm Tom Costello in Washington. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Tom. Another legal fight is taking shape over Michigan's election results, but this time it's in the Supreme Court. President Trump tweeted this morning his intent to intervene in the suit to overturn the state's election results. As Nick Monticelli shows us, a prominent official from Texas is behind the suit.
Good afternoon. A lawsuit from one state AG to another, certainly rare, I guess you could say. Some people have asked, what's the probability of the Supreme Court actually taking this case up, actually saying, yes, we're going to hear it? I've been told it's a Hail Mary across about 4 football fields. Texas AG Ken Paxton filed this lawsuit yesterday, asking the Supreme Court to hear this case, claiming Michigan and the other states altered election laws and flooded the state with ballots with no chain of custody. That is false. In 2018, Michigan voters approved no-reason absentee voting. What Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson did this year was send out applications to vote absentee, not ballots themselves, until the voter completed that application.
Let's see whether or not somebody has the courage, whether it's a legislator or legislatures, or whether it's a justice of the Supreme Court or a number of justices of the Supreme Court. Let's see if they have the courage to do what everybody in this country knows is right.
The president's legal team has not seen any success here in Michigan so far, and yesterday the U.S. Supreme Court declined to hear a Pennsylvania case that wanted to reverse the state's vote certification. Michigan AG Dana Nessel and the AGs from Pennsylvania and Wisconsin wrote a joint statement writing, "It's well past time for the president and our fellow states and elected officials to stop misleading the public about this year's election and to acknowledge that the results certified in our states reflect the decisions made by the voters in a free, fair, and secure election." So what is next? Well, our AG Dana Nessel has to file her response, her brief, by tomorrow. I'm Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
Meantime, we are expecting more high-profile cabinet announcements from President-elect Biden this week. Tracy Potts is in Washington this afternoon with that and the latest on Congress trying to prevent a trio of deadlines from devastating millions of Americans during the holidays.
Congress still trying to work out COVID relief, and today, President-elect Biden is naming another member of his cabinet, another historic first. Today, President-elect Biden will announce the first black nominee for Defense Secretary, retired General Lloyd Austin. NBC confirms two others pending, Tom Vilsack returning as Agriculture Secretary, and Congresswoman Marcia Fudge to head Housing and Urban Development. Biden just named his help team, backing a promise to vaccinate 100 million Americans in his first 100 days.
The work ahead will not be easy, but we know what needs to be done.
If authorized, tens of millions of vaccine doses will be available this month, and we'll get it distributed very quickly.
But the White House Coronavirus Task Force warns it'll be late spring before we see a significant drop in cases and deaths. On Capitol Hill, still no agreement on COVID financial relief. The White House pitched deep cuts to unemployment. Democrats rejected that. Senator Bernie Sanders wants to add $300 billion for stimulus checks. And Senate Leader Mitch McConnell suggests dropping everything lawmakers disagree on to pass a smaller bill before Christmas.
We're going to be confronted with another request after the first of the year. We'll live to fight those another day.
Senator McConnell has put the jobs of firefighters, ambulance workers, sanitation officers, police officers in jeopardy.
Today, lawmakers are expected to prevent a government shutdown for one more week. But Congress did get something done. The House approved defense spending in numbers great enough to override a threatened presidential veto. I'm Tracy Potts.
All right, thank you, Tracy. Let's get a check of our weather. Meteorologist Brandon Rue is standing by with more. How you doing, Brandon?
Karen, good Wednesday afternoon. Doing well here in the holiday spirit, and the weather over the next few days actually sort of going away from Christmas-like weather, but all in all, not too bad. Take a look live at Campus Martius Park. They're skating out there. Yes, masks required, but you, too, may skate downtown. 40 degrees right now at Metro Airport, 40 Ann Arbor, 39 Monroe, 37 in Port Huron. West winds are, 7 to 14 miles an hour. So our wind chills are still in the upper 20s in Harrow, Ontario. Mainly low 30s, what it feels like as you head out and about. And high today will be about 44 degrees, above average, feeling a little cooler with that breeze and a gradual clearing, which sets us up beautifully for the opportunity to see the northern lights. Karen, we'll talk more about how long that goes on, plus a look into the weekend forecast coming up.
All right. Thank you very much, Brandon. There's a search underway right now for the pilot of an F-16 fighter jet that crashed in the Upper Peninsula. The Wisconsin Air National Guard says the F-16 Fighting Falcon was on a routine training mission when it went down Tuesday night north of the UP's Garden Peninsula. U.S. Forest Service workers and local authorities set up a perimeter around the crash site in the Hiawatha National Forest. They're currently looking for where the pilot ejected from the plane. Right now, the cause of the crash and the status of the pilot are unknown. A 19-year-old is hospitalized after her home is firebombed early this morning. This happened about 3:30 in the morning at a home on St. Mary's between Schoolcraft and Grand River. Someone threw flammable objects made of bottles and rags into the house and then fled the scene. She was transported to the hospital with burns and is listed in stable condition at this hour. No other injuries have been reported and no suspects are in custody. The incident is currently under investigation. Detroit police are investigating after a 17-year-old boy is found shot to death in the street in the area of Pickford and Wormer. Circumstances surrounding the shooting are unclear and there are no suspects in custody. Police are asking anyone with information to please give them a call. Still to come this noon, as the U.S. waits for a coronavirus vaccine, more vaccinations are taking place across the U.K. Find out the new concerns from medical officials over logistics and possible allergic reactions. We'll be right back.